YouTube, this is Vargas, and I am back again with another collection pickup video. It's been a while since the last one I recorded. It probably seems less so to you guys because I took a while to edit and upload it, but it has been a while since I've recorded a video, and you can always tell by my haircut or my beard if it gets a little too long or scruffy, then it's been a while, or if it's short. Like mediasly long and then short, it's been a while, but yeah, got a day off last week. It was a Mexican holiday, so I took the opportunity to go to a flea market. It's been a good while since I've been able to go to one because of work, and I should probably quit my job and dedicate myself to buying DVDs and racking up the YouTube money, but I can't do that. But I was finally able to go to a flea market, and really excited to go because flea markets used to be a gold mine for picking up movies on the cheap. I did come up with some movies, but not as many as I actually hoped. And in those 2 weeks, I was able to go to a Dollar Tree, which is also cool. Sometimes also hit or miss. Sometimes I find some really, really cool stuff. Sometimes it's a dud and I don't find anything at the two that I'm able to go to, but I did find something. So I wanted to record this video and share what I got. So first off, flea market stuff. It's well known that I'm a huge fan of the Ninja Turtles. Growing up, it was one of my favorite cartoons, and I come from a family of 4 brothers, so we related a lot to the Turtles, and each one of us had picked their own turtle, and we would play as the Turtles, and it has a lot of nostalgic value because of that. I love the Turtles. One of the things that I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to collect every toy version of the Turtles. I have quite a few. I don't have all of them, but I'm missing to collect the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toys that came out a while back from Nickelodeon. And I have Raph, and I have Mikey, and I finally got a Leo, secondhand Leonardo, because you can't find these new anymore. I've looked. And yeah, really, really cool. I like the design of the toys. The cartoon's too weird for me. I'm not a big fan of the art style. But the toys themselves have always been really cool. Playmates always does a great job with the figures. So super happy to get that. Now I'm just missing Donatello from this line, and I'll have all 4 turtles. Also, whenever I come across them, I like collecting wrestling figures. And 2 big guys that I'm missing is Macho Man. I don't have a Macho Man figure, and I didn't have a Jake the Snake. I finally found a Jake the Snake. This is from the small line. I don't remember if Hasbro or LJN released these guys. I think it's Hasbro. And I have a Hogan, a Piper, and a Big Boss Man. And I found a Jake the Snake, and I'm super happy about it. These toys had a gimmick, and his gimmick is that you can pull his hand back, and it goes pow, pow. It's a little rusty, but I think some W40 will fix that. But I also don't want to mess with it because the springs on these guys are really old. But I finally find a Jake the Snake. This came originally with a snake, and I looked and looked and looked. I couldn't find a little plastic snake, but I'll try to find another plastic snake and I'll put it on him. So it's not complete, but it's mine, and I'm super happy to add Jake the Snake. Of this line, I would like to get an Undertaker. I would like to get a Macho Man, and I would like to get the Ultimate Warrior in this line. So yeah. On to the movies. Picked up this one, Absolution Blu-ray DVD combo pack. Blind buy. I don't know anything about this one. It just says that it's about a hitman that has a terminal disease and is about to die, and he goes for one big last hurrah. So I like these action movies. They usually are kind of good. Sometimes they're not so good, but I shall see for myself. Picked up some Christmas movies. I've mentioned this before. Collecting Christmas movies is very interesting because you get a whole bunch of really good ones, some really heartfelt ones, some really active ones, and some really weird ones. I don't know if this one's gonna fall in, but it's Merry Xmas, starring Christy Swanson from Buffy and Dean Cain, who was Superman. and it's about these two people that got divorced, but are snowed in and basically trapped. So they interact with each other and they get on their nerves, but eventually they start to realize how much they actually cared for each other. So looks interesting. At least that's what it says in the back. But pick that one up. Another Christmas movie starring Dean Cain. He pumped out a lot of these ones. Beverly Hills Christmas. The back says it's about this spoiled little girl that is guided by an angel, played by Dean Cain, to change her ways and become a better person. So, might be good. I don't know. This one I saw and I thought it was an asylum mockbuster of Straight Outta Compton. It says Straight Outta Oakland, but it's actually released by a company called ITN. But the back says it's about four men that are living in the tough city streets, and they're trying to survive and get a way out from the life that they are living. So I thought, again, it was an asylum mockbuster of Straight Outta Compton, but no, it's its own thing. And I was doing a little bit of research before recording this, and apparently there's a part 2. So I might have to get that. Picked up Haphazard with a slipcover, but it has one of these tape things, and I hate these things. But back says it's U.S. defense satellite crashes in Thailand, and a spy, a rebel, and a criminal race against the clock to get the hard drive for the military defense satellite. These action movies are hit or miss. Sometimes they're really good, sometimes they're low budget. But as a movie collector and martial arts aficionado, I like watching these. My tolerance for bad movies is pretty, I don't know, high or low. I grew up watching a lot of bad martial arts movies when I was a kid on TV, so what some people might find unwatchable, I might get some enjoyment out of it. But yeah, I am addicted to martial arts movies. For my never-ending Disney collection, I picked up Funny Factory with Mickey Mouse Volume 1. If you can find the Disney Treasure tins, those are a lot better. The image quality is way better, and it has a better collection of Disney cartoons. They released this way before that, and it's just something to tide you over or to sell a lot of DVDs because they don't have a lot of cartoons. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cartoons, which I think is the standard for these type of releases. I think they only had 8. But yeah, I'm always on the lookout for Disney stuff, which is really hard to collect Disney stuff because there's so many of it. But I got Volume 1 with Mickey Mouse. I was never a big fan of Mickey Mouse. Honestly, I liked Donald and Goofy a lot more than Mickey, which is weird because Mickey's like the mascot of the company, but his cartoons I never found them that good, unless they were Pluto cartoons. But Donald and Goofy were my favorites. But I saw this, and I was going to pick it up because why not? Also picked up from a different line. I think it's this one. This one's the Funny Factory, and this is the classic cartoon favorites. I have a couple of these. These I have a lot of. Holiday Celebration with Mickey and Pals, Volume 8, and I have here on hand the classic cartoon favorites, Volume 9. If you want to get the Disney Christmas Carol, I'll get this one. This is the one that has the Disney Christmas Carol with Uncle Scrooge. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cartoon-themed Disney cartoons. So it's still good, but if you want the one with Uncle Scrooge, get this one. This is the one you want to get. Picked up the Flintstones Christmas Carol. The Christmas Carol is my favorite Christmas story of all time. I like it. It's the story of redemption. And it really, I don't know, it always resonated with me for some reason. That, no matter how much of a bad person you could be, you can always be, redeemed. My favorite version is the George C. Scott one. That's my favorite version, but I like all the different adaptations to a varying degree. Some of them are bad, some of them are good. This one is about the Flintstones that, if I remember correctly, it's been years since I've seen this one. They're putting up a play for A Christmas Carol, and then it cuts into like the actual story playing out with the Flintstone characters. And this one always kind of confused me because they're prehistoric people before the birth of Jesus, and the whole Christmas thing coming up. So what exactly do they celebrate during Christmas? Unless they're like a post-apocalyptic race of people that got I don't know, a nuclear destruction, and dinosaurs came back to life and they're living back into the Stone Age. I don't know, but this one always confused me, even as a kid. Like, you're from the Stone Age, what the heck are you celebrating Christmas? But if I remember correctly, it was a pretty good cartoon. Picked up, starring the controversial Kevin Sorbo, Storm Rider, another Christy Swanson movie. I think they actually shared a movie together. I might have to check, because I'm not sure if Christine Swanson and Kevin Sorbo were together in What If. Oh shit! Now I gotta check. Oh, but this is about the cover says it's about horses, and I've always in my childhood, horses were always a big part. The reason because my dad was a jockey, so he would race in horse races. So he has all his like trophies and all his pictures from when he was a jockey, and he will always tell us stories. And whenever he could, he would take us to horse ranches or places where you could ride horses. And so horses were always big. So I like collecting movies about horses because it's something that I can share with my dad. I'd be like, "Hey, Dad, look what I got," and we can watch that movie. And he always tells me stories about like, oh, I remember when I was a jockey. So it's something that I can interact with my dad, which is always pretty cool. So yeah, picked up this one. Picked up Born Free. I don't remember much about this. I remember seeing, because I've seen a couple of tiger movies and I own a couple of them, but there's one called Two Brothers, that's about two tigers. Then there's one that I'm looking for that I don't know about, this guy that had like a lion ranch. And I know that's notorious because Roar, I want to say it's called. Notorious because one of the lions attacked one of the actresses, and the production got in trouble, and the lions were really hard to control. That one's notorious, and I want to get it for that. And then there's one where they abduct. I don't know if it's this one actually. But it's about where they find a lion cub and they raise it, and then they have to, give it back to nature. I think it might be this one, but yeah, picked up Born Free, so looking forward to that. And this one, I'm really happy I found because I've never seen it on DVD, and I remember watching it when I was a kid, and I thought it was pretty cool. Michael Cimino film, Year of the Dragon. I still need to get Heaven's Gate, the extended one he did. So I've heard that's the best version of Heaven's Gate. But yeah, this is starring Mickey Rourke, and it's about a detective that is trying to solve a thing in Chinatown. And forget, man, it's Chinatown. But yeah, I can't remember if this was before or after Angel Heart, which is a really good Mickey Rourke movie. If you can find Angel Heart, definitely pick up that one with Robert De Niro too. This was a nice crime thriller. Year of the Dragon, if I'm remembering right, really like how this played out. So I'm really happy to add this one because I've never seen this. I've never seen a copy of this on DVD, and I finally found a copy. Finally came across it, so I'm super happy to add this to the collection. And actually, out of all the movies I picked up, I'm going to recommend this one. I always try to recommend the standout of the hall, and I'm going to recommend this one. Just heads up, there's a lot of racial slurs, not trying to be racist, but it's just people talking badly about other people. So if you're sensitive to that, maybe watch out for that. But it's still I think taking that away from the movie, it's a really cool crime thriller. So I would recommend this one. But heads up with that if you're sensitive to that kind of stuff. Well, that was this collection pickup video. Thanks so much for watching, and until I see you all again, guys, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.